Hi guys, Fana Willow here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a interview vial, I guess you could call it, or the time to get a job spell. Very simple. I'll tell you everything that you need and we'll be on our way. First off, it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I've been trying to keep up with just reposting stuff on Tumblr, but I was kind of on a hiatus from witchcraft for a little bit, just needed a breather, and now that I'm back, I want to help you guys get back on the budget witching stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. So this spell is something that I found online, and I tweaked it quite a bit to something that I thought would fit my own. Mostly for what I had lying around that, I didn't need to go out and buy, because I've been jobless for about 2 months, and I've been doing really good keeping my money on budget, but it's about time. I need a new job. So I did look up a money spell online, and then I thought about it, and it was really just a spell. So me personally, I like to charm things and empower little objects that I can keep with myself, like amulets and stuff like that. So this one, it worked better for me personally in a way that it was an actual, like a vial, a little vial that I could just keep in my pocket or in my purse or wherever. So I had a job interview the very next day, and I wanted to give myself a little bit of extra luck. It's not so much that I was nervous about not having a good interview, because I think I give pretty decent interviews, but what was happening was, I've applied to like 60 jobs in the past 2 months, and I've had 2 interviews. This was the second one. So I ended up getting the job. Thank God. I really needed it. So I'm not going to say that it was just because of this, but maybe it just gave me the confidence boost that I needed to be able to do it, or maybe it was just this. Who could really know? So for this, you're going to need a vial, and you can get a pack of these guys on Amazon for like $5. There are 20 of them for $5. They come in a big old bag like that. I mean, it's pretty decent. You will need mandrake root, dried preferably. You can dry it yourself if you happen to have it. But I also got this on Amazon a long time ago. This was another $5, and it was filled, but when I got it, so that's a lot of mandrake. Just be careful when you're handling mandrake, because in case I haven't mentioned it on this channel before, in case you've never heard of it before, mandrake is poisonous and can be deadly in high doses and quantities, so don't ever ingest it, don't burn it and just inhale the fumes, and don't boil it and drink the water. Just not a good idea. So you also need cloves. Now both mandrake and cloves are great for attracting money and also for protection and giving luck. So anything else that you have, pine needles, cinnamon, anything that you have around the house that you think would be helpful, go ahead and throw it in. But for me, I'm just sticking with mandrake and cloves for this. So once you have your vial, your mandrake, and your cloves, you're going to need 3 candles. And what it suggested on the spell that I found was 3 like tapered candles, the long stick candles. But I didn't have those, so what I used was just tea light candles. You're going to need 3, no matter what kind of candles that you have. So if you have the tapered candles, fantastic. If you can do it, go ahead and get a candle that represents your color. So mine would be like red or purple or something like that, whatever you feel represents you. And then you need a brown candle and you need a green candle. So the candle that's you is going to be on the left side always. The candle that is brown is going to represent your job, and the candle that is green is going to represent prosperity and money. So I only have these little white tea lights. So you have the option of either coloring the sides or coloring the candle, but I think that the colors are really just for visualization purposes. Colors really do help us visualize what we're trying to strive for and what these magical items can represent. So if you're confident and you're comfortable with it, what I did was I made a triangle with my 3 candles. I don't know if you can see that. I made a triangle with my 3 candles, and the one that's on the left I knew was me. The one that's in the middle I knew was the job, and the one that's on the right I knew was money for green. So me, job, money. And as long as I knew which ones are which, that was, no problem for me. I know which ones are which. So I kept them in the triangle. Now the first thing you're going to do is get some water, preferably storm water. I have mine here in this little vial. I just got, we've been having a lot of rainstorms lately, thunderstorms, rainstorms. And the reason I say rainstorms is because um, when I think of storms and lightning and thunder, I think of like power and aggressiveness. And when you're looking for a job and you need a job now and you need money now, you want to be as aggressive as possible. So if you can get stormwater wherever you live, just collect a little bit. Doesn't need to be much. Just put a little bowl outside and get a dropper if you got one. Amazon. And yeah, use it for the spell. It's very helpful, trust me. So take your vial, take your mandrake, and of course, bless all of the items that you're going to be using. So the rainwater, charge it with your purpose, charge the mandrake with your purpose, and charge the cloves with your purpose, so that it gives it a little bit more personal touch to it. So after you've done so and you've charged your mandrake and you've charged your cloves and you're ready to go, just get the mandrake and kind of break it into pieces, and you're going to be putting it into the vial here. I don't know if you can, yeah. So once you've got your mandrake into the vial here, it doesn't have to be much, you know, it's just there. Get your cloves. Just get a couple of them. Don't have to be a ton. Put them into the vial. It might be kind of hard to spread them out, but once you do, it should look a little something like that. You know, not completely full. It doesn't have to be. You can if you want to. Whatever you feel comfortable with. So after that, you get your storm water, your dropper, and fill the vial up. Once you've got that, you can go ahead and put the cap on. Just let it sit for a minute. So once you bless it for its purposes, think about all the things that you need money for. Make sure when you're going forward doing this kind of spell, you focus on the aspect of not hurting anybody in form of getting this money. So because a lot of the newer witches make the mistake of doing a spell such as a money spell, and it ends up taking it away from somebody else. And you don't want that. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to cause any disrupt. You just want to boost along your own. So emphasize on that. Emphasize on what you need the money for, and also think about how much you need. And now that you have it blessed, you're going to anoint your candles with this. So unscrew your top there, and don't worry, the mandrake's not going to hurt you at this point. It hasn't been soaking long enough, for one. But when you're anointing your candles, I say take them out of their little casings if they're new, if they are this kind of candle and you don't have the tapered candles. But if you do have the tapered candles, you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to anoint them from wick to end. So get a little bit on your fingertip, anoint wick to the top, to the sides, to the bottom. And then once you have that, just pop it back in its little case. Do the same thing to the rest of them. And once you have your candles anointed, you're going to burn them, of course. Go ahead and keep your vial open and just place it into the middle of this triangle here. So once you have everything set up in a triangle like this, you have the U candle, the job candle, and the money candle, the way that I look at it anyway. And then you have your little vial in the middle. You're going to light the first candle, which is you, and you're going to say, I ask for change, that is my right, open the way, clear my sight. Like that. Second candle, you're going to say, good luck is mine and prosperity, help me great ones come to me. You're going to light that one, light, and then for the prosperity candle, you're going to say opportunity, work, rewards I see, and as I will, so mote it be. Light that one. And once these guys have been burning for a little bit, just kind of meditate on why you need the money again and kind of charge everything up with your energy, get everything going nice and good. Take the candle wax and just put a little drop into it. It might be a little messy, so be careful not to burn yourself, but just do one drop of the U candle, one drop of the job candle, one drop of the prosperity candle, and then seal it. Just put the cap back on and let it sit until it burns out. So I just made sure that I was, awake for it. Just don't go to sleep while there are candles burning. Not the wisest idea. Keep an eye on the candles. You can just leave them on your altar, just let them burn all the way out. And this water, by the way, is going to crackle a little bit from what was in here. It's going to crackle when you burn it, so don't be afraid it's going to start like fireworks or anything like that. But when the candles are burned out, the spell is complete. So just keep this little vial with you, and it will hopefully help you with getting a job. And just be careful with it after the mandrake's been soaking for a while, because that's when it's going to be dangerous to touch or ingest in any quantities, really. Just best not to mess with it. So leave it in the triangle until it's burned out. Keep it with you for the job interview, or in your car, or in your purse, or in your pocket, wherever you feel comfortable. I got the job. Like I said, I can't say it's connected, but I can't say it's not. So definitely helps with a little bit of confidence boost, if anything at all. So if you guys have any questions, please do let me know. This stuff is very easy to obtain. If you have any metaphysical shops, they should sell mandrake root in the shop. It's pretty common. They'll probably advise against ingesting or anything like that. But mandrake is great for protection as well as getting money your way. Cloves, I mean, I've had these in my kitchen for years. So tea lights, easy enough. Go down to Target, go down to Walmart, wherever. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that the spell works for you. And if you are hurting for a job right now, good luck to you, my friends. I know how hard it is. I've been looking for months, but something will eventually pull through. Something will eventually pull through, I promise. So good luck to you guys. Have a good one. My name again is Faina, and bye.